Hello, welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, I am Rituza and I love talking about books, and if you like talking about books as well, make sure to follow me. The book that I'm getting here today, given the last few heavy recommendations that I gave, I thought I'd come back with something light, and as you can tell, the Bridgerton series. I also wanted to include the extras, the sequels, spin-offs, and the prequel to the series. But however, I don't have the books, like physical books with me, nor do I have the EPUBs that I read. I will not talk about them today. I will leave them for another video. However, the books we're talking about are these. If you are someone who has somehow not heard about the series or have come across it in Netflix and like skipped past it, series you should check out if you love historical fiction, if you like Jane Austen, if you like romance set in the historical period, but then I wouldn't say completely Jane Austen because it does get spicy. So yeah. It's like Jane Austen meets spies and a lot more like dramatic drama. The story is actually like all of these stories are actually set about this family called the Bridgertons and their 8 children. We follow each of the siblings in one of the book. I'll put a picture of this. The Netflix version, if you're watching them and you're basing your story solely based on that, I would say give these books another read because the Netflix shows are quite different. They do change the timelines, they do change the storylines to make it more inclusive and more, I guess they're doing more with the stories with our time, like to base it and make it relevant to our times more. Yeah, I think if you've liked the show, then you should read the books. If you've seen the show in your FYP, but then you've not really come across picking it up, I would say pick it up if you are into cute little like romances and drama and intrigue and all of that. And it's light, I will say that. This one's at the top, of course, because it's my favorite, The Viscount Who Loved Me. Why I love The Viscount Who Loved Me is because of the dynamic between Kate and Anthony and the way their story is more, I don't know, it's not like their story is way more richer or better than the others, but then I will say that it is my favorite because the way they bond is so much more than just superficial looks and all of that. I mean, of course, they're the Bridgertons. They're all good looking, right? But yeah, I think Anthony and Kate's story is the best for me because they bond over shared things, like they kind of trauma bond because they share mutual traumas and they help each other heal from it. Are they a little dramatic and does the story get a little over the top, Hindi filmy in the end? Sure. I mean, who doesn't love some masala in that? Jonathan Bailey, who plays the Netflix version of Anthony, did a marvelous job. So did Simone. Second favorite is It's in His Kiss. The sixth one is kind of my favorite after Anthony and Kate because, well, it's about Francesca's story, and if you are only someone who's watched the series, I would definitely want you to check this out, especially given that Francesca's story in the Netflix version is coming out this year or next year, I guess, very soon. And before that, I think you should read this because Francesca and Michael, the brother of her ex-husband, Michael and Francesca's story is one that is the most, I think, has the longest time period between them because, yeah, they are not disrespectful towards Francesca's ex-husband, John, and they really take their time becoming friends, and then there's a lot of guilt and all of that, and they overcome that and then get together, which is a long, stretched out story, and it is based mostly in Scotland, where they stay. And I'm really, really interested on seeing how they get on. I mean, I hope it's not picking it up. There's construction going on. How they get on with the story being with her sister right now, which is, I think, being inclusive is in its place, but then also like changing the entire format of a story is kind of a bold move. I really hope they deliver, and I think they might, because they really did well with Queen Charlotte's story, which is a spin-off that they did only in the show. There's no books on it. So yeah, I really loved Queen Charlotte's spin-off, but then let's hope they do justice to Francesca's story. And the third is, of course, Colin and Penelope. The series misses out on a lot of the character growth that Colin does to make himself worthy for Penelope is kind of missing from the show, because they kind of just cut to the chase with the entire thing, and also they also take the context out of the series, because they're much older than they're presented in the series, because they want it to happen simultaneously in the series, and they don't want things to, like, they can't obviously wait for all that time. But yeah, and given that the queen's character is not as prevalent and like existent in the stories as a full-on character that supports the plotline, there's a lot of things that Pen does on her own that gets overshadowed in the show, as well as what Colin does to redeem his character, because he does act like an overzealous, jealous asshole. He overcomes and redeems himself in the third book with the ending sequence. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And then, yeah, it's good. I think out of the eight, I think this stands at four. Then the fourth one is, of course, the first one, Daphne and the Duke, Simon, and yeah, their story is cute and their story is nice, and I think Bridgerton, the series, did really well with how they presented that, and it was really cool. The fifth book in my series is Eloise's story. I know for the viewers who's watched the series, this has not yet happened, so if you want to skip this part, just skip it. I will put a timestamp there. She really does live up to her character. She finds her love very unconventionally for that time that it is based on, and yeah, it's good. Though I do feel that I don't know how they're gonna justify it in the series, or how they're gonna introduce it in the series, because, well, in the series, Sir Philip is a character that we see in the first season, and then we don't see him at all. Or did we see him second season? I don't remember seeing in second season. Maybe we did, but then yeah, I'm interested on seeing how they bring him back, and yeah, let's see how that they develop it, because series Eloise kind of does not go through what book Eloise does with Pen and Collins this thing, because there's a lot of time that goes by the time her story comes, and she does grow a little distant from thing leading up to her story. And I don't know, given how the series Eloise is much closer to her family, and much more closer to, like, not much time has passed between them, I want to see how they get to that part, and maybe they will make some changes regarding how one character acts or reacts with everything. Also, the actress, I love seeing her on screen. She's hilarious. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting seeing her portray her own love story, because she's been so adamantly against it. So yeah, the sixth one in my thing is It's in His Case. That's Hyacinth's story. This is interesting. This is a little later after all these stories, right before Gregory's story, actually. So it is a little later, and you see all your previous characters grow and like have families and like living their lives, while this one's trying to find purpose of her own. And I am glad she does. It is a little unconventional. The story, it is more contemporary based. Like they go on a heist to like find, not like money heist, but then they go on a mystery solving thing. Her and her love interest, I'm not going to spoil who he is, but it includes Lady Danbury. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so it is interesting and it's cute. Then the second last is actually, to be honest, sorry, An Offer from a Gentleman was in the last, but then I read the eighth book, and then I kind of felt like I had to push that one behind Benedict's story, because I've seen the series, okay, with Benedict and Sophie, and well, all I can tell you is that series Benedict is a gentleman. Series Benedict is way more normal. Book Benedict is a little creepy. Felt very from a power position and all of that. It was a little off for me, and it's the Cinderella story. It's okay in a Cinderella story perspective, but then I really liked how they tried to redeem him in the series, and I think that story is better than the book one. Book Sophie goes through a lot. Book Sophie really has her share. The last is, of course, Gregory. He is a little obnoxious, and I mean, of course, given like 7 love stories he's seen, count his mother's 8 love stories he's seen before him, he does come off like he was raised to become a little presumptuous with love. Yeah, acts like a fool. Gets on a quest to make his chosen lady fall for him. Take someone else's help, and you'll figure it out. It's a conventional plot. It's your tropey love story, and it's okay. I didn't hate the story. It was light. It was like you can get through it in a day. You can predict the ending. What really pissed me off is the ending. The characters kind of went through all of that, like like big love story revelation, only for her to end up with a lot of kids. Like, I'm not against kids, okay? I mean, Daphne has her own set of kids, but like Gregory here really does, like, it feels weird. It felt weird, the way the story led up to just babies. Felt very Shah Jahan and Mumtaz. Yeah, just a lot of kids. So yes, these are my light read recommendations. It's a huge ass series if you want to get through it. And yeah, this is your Bridgerton series. I might save an entire episode for Queen Charlotte alone, because I really love that show. So yeah, I will do that show alone, and yeah, that's it. If you do read any of these, if you want to talk about any of these, if you disagree with any of my points and opinions about the books, do let me know in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.